Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga and welcome to my brand new yoga studio. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel and this is one of my dog's guests. We're going to be doing a nice full body flexibility yoga flow today, so find just a little bit of space to move and let's get started. So let's begin today in just a nice comfy seat, whatever that is going to look like for you today. You can place your hands on your knees or maybe in your lap and close your eyes. Take a nice big inhale, lengthen through your spine. Nice big exhale. Another big breath in and out. One more nice deep inhale and let it go. Then you can slowly start to let your chin fall towards your collarbone, bringing the length into the back of your neck. Let your shoulders fall from your ears. Relax your jaw, maybe bringing some space between your teeth. And just breathe in any way that feels good for you. Just slowing down here. Settling into your practice. And when you're ready, just let an inhale help you roll your head over towards your right shoulder. Keep going till you feel the nice length through the sides of your neck and lengthen your spine a little more along the way. Pause here and let your shoulders pull away from your ears. One more inhale, and the exhale is going to bring your chin back down towards your collarbone. Move nice and slow. And an inhale when you're ready will help you roll your head over to the other side. And again, just go until you feel the nice stretch, length through the sides of your neck. Awesome job, you guys. Take one more inhale. The exhale, bring your chin back down towards your collarbone. Pause here for a breath. How close can you get your chin to your collarbone? Maybe it's touching, maybe it's not. And using an inhale, slowly lifting your chin back up. Just to a neutral place, keep your eyes closed just a moment longer. If you want to add a shoulder roll in, lift your shoulders to your ears. Pull them back, drop them down, and then you can start to open up your eyes. Just looking to the floor in front of you, looking out with a soft gaze. We're going to make our way into tabletop, onto our hands and knees. So spreading your fingertips nice and wide. Bring your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees, under your hips. Take an inhale and start to drop your belly towards your mat. Lift your chest, maybe lifting your chin. As you exhale, start to round through your spine. Give your tummy a squeeze. Push into your palms. Bring your chin towards your collarbone. Inhale again as you drop your belly. Lift your chest, maybe your chin. Awesome. Exhale, round it out. Draw your belly button in. One more breath here in your cat and cow. Inhale, drop your belly, arching through the back. Exhale, round it out. Squeeze your tummy a little more. Use an inhale, come back to a nice flat back. Tuck your toes if you haven't already. And lift on up into downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, maybe pedal your feet a few times, take a big breath out, and then using an inhale, start to look forwards. As you exhale, walk your feet all the way up to the top of your mat. With an inhale, start to lift your upper body just halfway, lengthening through your spine. As you exhale, fold forwards, bend your knees. Take an inhale, lift all the way up to standing. Reach up, maybe look up. Exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart, down to your sides. Take a shoulder roll. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Big inhale as you reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands. Step your feet back into your downward facing dog. With a nice big inhale, start to lift your right foot up into the air. As you exhale, send your foot forwards between your hands. Set up a lunge. Lower your back knee down. Even untuck your back toes. Sink into your hips. Find that nice left hip flexor. Pausing here for a moment in our lunge. Keep your chest low. Maybe it's actually kind of resting or touching your knee. And then we're just going to heel toe our foot over to the right side of our mat. Turn your toes out so they're pointing to the corner of your mat. Your foot's kind of on a 45-degree angle. Bring your hands under your shoulders on the inside of that foot. Maybe push into the top of your back foot. Lift your knee for a moment and then relax it down. Sink into your hips, lizard. Let the hips soften. They're trying to melt down towards your mat. Let your right knee kind of fall out to the side a little bit more. Nicely done, you guys. If you want to and you're ready, we're going to heel toe our foot back to the middle of our mat and then all the way over towards the left. Lay your shin down, pigeon. You can scoot your heel nice and close to your left hip if you need to, so that you feel centered. You feel like you're not falling over to one side. Take an inhale here. Lift up through the chest just a little bit more. As you exhale, fold forwards. Maybe just a little tip. Maybe a little more. Maybe your nose is touching your mat. Just soften your shoulders wherever you happen to be. Awesome work, you guys. Just one breath here. And use an inhale to start to lift your chest all the way back up. You can plant your hands, tuck your back toes, and find downward facing dog. Lift on up. Bring your big toes together. Maybe pedal your feet a few times. And then use an inhale. Lift your left foot up. Exhale, bring your foot forwards between your hands. Lower your back knee. Untuck your back toes. Sink into those hips. Just keep your foot in the middle of your mat for now. Find your right hip flexor as you send your hips forwards and down. Relax. Breathe. Nice job, you guys. You can start to heel toe your foot over to the left side. Turn your toes out so your foot's on an angle. Let your knee fall out to the side. Bring your hands under your shoulders so they're hopefully on the inside of that left foot. And then if you need to, if you want to, push into the back or the top of your back foot. Lift your knee for a second and then just relax it down. Soften the hips. Soften your shoulders. Just breathe. Maybe your eyes are closed. And when you're ready, you can slowly start to heel toe your foot back to the middle of your mat. And all the way over to the right side. Take your time. Lay your shin down. Maybe scoot your foot in towards that right hip. Find your center, your balance. Inhale, lift your chest a little bit more. Exhale as you tip forwards again. Any amount of a tip forwards is lovely. Whatever feels good. And not here long, so relax. Let your shoulders fall from your ears. Feel the love through that left leg, that glute, that hip. Take one more breath. And use an inhale to lift your chest back up. Planting your hands, tucking your back toes, finding downward facing dog. Nice work, you guys. Taking a moment here. Bring your feet about hip width apart. Push into your palms. Send your chest back towards your knees. Let your head get nice and heavy. Full breath here. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Using inhales, you look forwards. Exhale, walk or step to the top of your mat. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up, maybe look up. As you exhale, lower your hands in front of your heart, down to your sides. Take a shoulder roll if you want one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your feet back into downward dog. Walk your big toes together. Inhale your right foot up again. Exhale as you send your foot forwards between your hands. Lower your back knee down. Untuck your back toes. Send your hips back for half splits. Finding the length through that front leg. Start here by trying to push the ball of your foot and your toes down into your mat. Can you feel your shin, the top of your ankle? You can drop your chest as much as you need to so that you're feeling some love through this right leg. Nice, you guys. And then if you're actively pushing the ball of your foot down into your mat, let's start to point the toes up towards the forehead or towards the ceiling, whatever happens to be above you. And same thing, drop your chest as much as you need to feel the nice stretch. Lift your chest higher if you're feeling too much. Awesome work, you guys. So from here, I want you to bring your right hand over to the left side, and then we're just going to pivot. We're going to turn and rotate so that our right leg is out to the side, and you're going to come on up, and you can adjust your foot so that your toes are pointing forwards, resting your hand on top of your leg. Take a big inhale, reach out and up with your left arm, your hand, get a nice side stretch. Nice work, you guys. With a big inhale, lift your upper body up. Bring your hands down to your mat. Keeping our hips lifted here. You can come down onto your forearms, or you can walk your hands over towards your foot. You don't have to grab your foot, but maybe you can, and then lower your left shoulder. Rest your head for a moment. Awesome, you guys. Take another breath here. And then use an inhale and slowly start to lift your chest back up. We're going to pivot back to the top of our mat. So scooch around, pivot, pivot, pivot. Take your time. Find your half splits just one more time. Whether you want to push the ball of your foot down or if you want to point your toes up or a little bit of both. Just feel the nice length through this right leg. And then when you're ready, use an inhale, bending your front knee back into your lunge. Tuck your toes. Lift your knee if you want. With an inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up, stand tall. Exhale as you lower your hands in front of your heart, down to your sides. Take a big inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. With an inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back into your downward facing dog, walking your feet together. Inhale your left foot up. Exhale, send it forwards. Between your hands, lower your knee, untuck your back toes, and then send your hips back. Set up your half splits. Find the length through that front leg. Encourage the ball of your foot, your toes down towards the mat. Can you feel your shins? Very weird area of the body to stretch. Encourage your toes down. Encourage your chest lower towards your knee if you need more. Nice. And then if you want, point your toes up. I find more of a hamstring stretch when I point my toes up. Both are really awesome. Awesome work, you guys. Stay here for another moment. And then you can start to kind of relax a little bit. Start to walk your hands over towards the right side. Pivot your legs. Lift your upper body up. Keep pivoting your legs. Point your toes forwards as best you can. Rest your hand on top of your leg. Big inhales. You reach up and out and over with your right arm. Nice side body stretch. Awesome job, you guys. Let a big inhale, lift your upper body up. You can start to bring your hands down to the floor. Find your forearms maybe, or if you want it, if you're feeling it, walk your hands over towards your foot. Rest your shoulder, rest your head or your cheek. Keep your hips high. If you're sitting back on your right heel, lift your hips back up. Awesome job, you guys. Take another breath here. And then use an inhale to help you. Come back up. You can start to pivot again back towards the top of your mat so that you're in your half split for another moment. Point your toes up or point your toes down, whatever you desire, whatever feels best for you today. And then let an inhale bring you back into your lunge. Bend your knee, tuck your toes, maybe lift your knee up. With an inhale, look forwards. Exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's come all the way up to standing. Reach up, maybe look up. Exhale, lower your hands in front of your heart and down to your sides. Take a shoulder roll. Awesome, you guys. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step back into your downward dog one last time. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale as you lower your knees down to your mat. Cross your ankles, have a seat, bringing your legs out in front. Let the soles of your feet come together. Let your knees fall out wide. Butterfly, take an inhale. Sit tall. Exhale, tipping forwards. Getting a little bit more into those hips today. So just an option if you want to play a little bit more. Or if you just want to enjoy your forward fold and your butterfly, stay as you are. But if you want to float your butterfly today, why not give it a try? You're going to lean back and you're going to see if you can float your feet. So maybe you're going to hang onto your knees. Maybe you're going to hang onto your feet. Just kind of find that sweet spot on your sit bones where maybe you're able to balance today. Maybe you just can't find the balance today. That's completely fine. Just play around with it. Challenge yourself. And if you're floating, you might still feel the love through the hips. So bonus there, hip opener. A little bit of fun. Awesome, Ricky, guys. If you are floating your butterfly, let your feet come back down. Maybe tip forwards again. And then let's all use an inhale as we start to lift back up. And you can bring your knees together. Give your knees a little bit of a rock side to side. Give your knees a little bit of a hug. And then you can cross your legs. Find a nice comfy seat. Kind of like how we started our class today. If you always cross your legs the same way, cross your legs the other way. See how that feels. Resting your hands on your knees or back in your lap, closing your eyes again. Take an inhale as you lengthen through your spine. With The exhale, let your chin fall down towards your collarbone. Feel the length through the back of the neck, through the top of the shoulders. You bring your chin a little bit closer to your collarbone than you might have done at the start of this class. And using an inhale, slowly roll your head towards your right shoulder. Let the exhale, bring your chin back down. Inhale, roll your head the other way. Exhale, bring it back down. With an inhale, lift the chin back up to that neutral place. Keep your eyes closed, but maybe add a shoulder roll. Beautiful. You bring your hands together in front of your heart. Maybe keep your eyes closed or start to open them up. But thank you so much for joining me today. This is my new studio. I'm working out some kinks, some different things. So we'll see how it goes. But enjoy the rest of your day. I can't wait to see you again. And that's it. Namaste.